Well, hey fans, welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Spoilers, and today I'm doing a spoiler talk for God of War. Now, God of War is an amazing game franchise. I've literally played every single one of them. Actually, I played all except for that one that was released on like the mobile phones way back when. It's the only one I haven't played, but you don't really have to. Uh, but God of War is almost like a requel, which is like a reboot sequel of the original trilogy. Kratos now is living in Scandinavia after leaving Greece. He has a son, Atreus, and they're just basically living day to day in the snowy forest. His wife, Faye, dies, and she asks that her ashes be spread from the highest mountain in all the realms, which they think is right next door, basically. But guess what? It's not. And she also asked for like specific trees to be cut down for her funeral pyre, which of course takes away the protective spell, blocking them. And guess who comes a knocking? Yes, Balder. And the story pretty much picks up from there. Um, what I love about this game is pretty much almost everything. It looks beautiful, the story is beautiful, the voice acting is beautiful, the combat, it's all pretty great. Seeing an older Kratos with that beard. I mean, he had a beard in the old games, but it wasn't like a full face beard. He had like that, just this part, the goatee. But it's just his design is great. He's clearly older, stockier. And in Corey Balrog, as he said, you can see like there's still ash covering his skin, but he's not as. I mean, he's still white. He still has like pure white skin, but it's almost like he's ashy. Ha! It's a funny pun, but it's not like he's completely white because, as Corey Balrog said, those ashes are slowly fading away over time. And with Kratos being a god and technically immortal, we don't know how long before he has that nice tan skin he had back in the very first God of War game. Well, before there was even a God of War 10. You see like flashbacks to his nice tan Spartan Greek physique. But like I said, overall I enjoyed the game. I do wish that, and I'm gonna stick with like stuff from previous game. I do wish that they add a little more elements from the previous games, meaning like story elements. Like, are all the Greek gods dead? Because while he killed most of them, there are a lot of Greek gods still left, like Aphrodite, Apollo, who else? Artemis, and just so many more. Um, but like, who's in charge there? We know Athena's pretty much whatever kind of ghostly form it is. She may be in charge, and she's actually seen in this game. And I thought that was a cool element because she clearly knows where Kratos is, but she's not going after him. She came to him, and some people say no, it's just a vision. He just saw her in his mind. No, I think she actually did a little manifestation and just to remind him, "Ha, your life's still not going well, ha." So I think she knows where her brother is, but she's just choosing not to follow him. And also, how he got to Scandinavia. I mean, Greece is down here, Scandinavia's up here. That's a long way for him to travel. And he fell in the ocean at the end of God of War 3. And I just want to know how he got there. And years ago, Balrog said, oh, at the start of this game, you're going to see how he got from Greece to Scandinavia. I guess they scratched that because I was really excited that the opening credits were going to be him falling to the ocean, getting out, healing, and then just traveling by boat or just walking all the way up there. Who knows? But they decided to scratch that. It's okay. Also, those who have previously played any of the God of War games, you know Kratos still had some items with him, namely the soul of Hades. When you beat Hades in God of War 3, you absorb his soul into your body. Now, I don't know what kind of power boost that granted him, but as far as I'm concerned, unless when he stabbed himself, that Hades' soul should still be in his body. So I would like for them to have like added some elements to that, like he can control like undead to an extent or something like that, and explain to his son like, how did you do that, Dad? Well, it's a long story with my uncle. So some kind of funny nod to that Hades' soul is still in his body. Uh, But you know, that's basically it with in terms of stuff I kind of wish they had added. And you get to see the Blades of Chaos, which is a mistake they never fixed. God of War 1, he has the Blades of Chaos. God of War 2, he has the Blades of Athena, and or Athena Blades. And God of War 3 has the Blades of Exile. Those are the final blades he had because Athena upgraded them. In this one, he should have the Blades of Exile. He should not have the Blades of Chaos. I don't know where he even got those from, but yeah. Moving on, great things about God of War, just the world building, seeing all these Norse gods. My favorite of which is Mimir, which if you listen to all Mimir stories when you're just rowing in the boat, he tells you things. He tells you about where you came from. He says, I come from a little island not far from here. I'm actually not from Scandinavia originally. And that I used to serve this fairy king, and you know, we used to get into all types of mishaps before I was like banished or left, something like that. So that lets the audience know, if you look into who a fairy king is, Oberon, and Mimir is Puck. So Mimir is an older version of Puck who left. I think actually the island's called Oberon too. So Oberon's fairy king, and the island Oberon, Mimir left and changed his name and went to serve Odin and became the god of wisdom in Norse mythology. So that's pretty great. The fact that Atreus is actually Loki, and Faye, her full name is Faye, the Just. So they do great things in mythology. You get to fight Balder, who is just a fantastic villain. You definitely just feel for it. This man can't do anything like at all. He can't. You would think, I don't want my son to feel pain, but then this man can't feel anything. He can't feel how cold it is, how hot it is. He can't taste. He can't enjoy making love to a woman. He can't do any of that stuff. So, man, I would have been angry too. Like, I don't even know how he even just didn't go crazy. Or maybe he was crazy, but but his power, while he was pretty fast in the lore, he's a god of light. He does use some light-based powers, but it almost looks like he also uses some kind of ice-based powers as well. They do make out that Odin is just a supreme evil god, so I just can't wait to see him. I don't think he's actually going to show up until the end of the second game, maybe the third game, because I think there's going to be like another trilogy. Other things about this game that are great. I mean, there's just so much. It was just a wonderful playthrough. I haven't played through the New Game Plus yet. I need to upgrade the storage space on my PlayStation before I can do that, but I did platinum it already. Beating the Valkyrie Queen was my final reward, and it was amazing. And you actually find out that the Valkyrie Queen is actually Freya. And for those of you who don't know Norse mythology, a lot of people thought there's Freya and then there's Frigga. So it's like they kind of combine them. This one's like, but they make fun of it. It's like, wait, I thought Freya and Frigga were two different people. And he's like, nah, when Odin and her pretty much divorced, he didn't let anybody say her name, so he said only call her Frigg. So for the humans, it's like, oh, so those are two different people. That was a great line to throw in there. But like I said, this game was almost great. If there were more callbacks to the original God of War games, I would have probably given it a 10, but I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. I really loved it. I can't wait for the next one, which I think is going to be called God of War Fimbulwinter. Because Fimbulwinter is upon us. Not Findle. Fimbulwinter is upon us. And as we know, Thor showed up in the game, so we're going to get to fight Thor. Hopefully some other gods show up as well. And then the third one, of course, be God of War Ragnarok. I think that's how it's all going to end. Hopefully get them quickly, because this game made a lot of money, and I just can't wait to play through the next one. If you could please, you can be able to find this full game spoiler on YouTube and on the blog, flixrock.wordpress.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google+, and Reddit. You can please let your friends and family know, other gamers, to subscribe. Yes, subscribe to the Facebook page, the YouTube channel, the blog, everything you can. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.